So I have no idea how long this has been going on, but apparently, I guess my endurance battery was dead. The Enduro, and now I can't get my freaking glasses on comfortably. So we're somewhere. We be somewhere. Wanted to talk about. Oh, can I get that? Yeah, we got it. Wanted to talk about how I got into motorcycling and why, and what I think drew me to it. Because I don't know if I always wanted a motorcycle. Of course, I always thought they were pretty cool, but what do you call it? I don't know. I don't know exactly if I could assign a single thing to it. I was very fortunate that at a young age, at 15 or so, I actually started learning to get my private pilot's license. And I absolutely loved that. As a young kid, not really knowing what the heck I wanted to do for a living, it was really cool to be exposed to something like that. And it helped guide me through life, or set me on the path that I am currently on. In many ways, which is, I work in aviation now. I don't fly for a living. I don't even really fly that much anymore, but it was just somewhat related to that. I would probably be flying more these days if, hello sir, if it wasn't so expensive. It's a little pricey. And not to say that getting a motorcycle is not pricey in itself, but at least on its face it doesn't feel it. I can go have a ton of fun and I fill up my gas tank and it's $5, so what led to me getting this bike specifically, I absolutely fell in love with the aesthetics of a cafe racer. And this is actually not technically my first motorcycle. I have an old 1980 Honda CM400. Needed a little work when I got it, and I that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to build my own cafe racer. And of course I got a CM, not a CB. Honda CBs are what I really think I wanted in a perfect world. But which way should we go here? We'll go right. So yeah, I wanted a cafe racer. I just really liked the look of them. I like the story of the cafe racers, like where they came from in England and they're originating and stuff. I kind of like old bikes, so I got an old bike for $800, $750 I think I paid for it actually. We're just gonna go give this guy I can't tell if this biker's behind me now. I think he is. That's cool. So yeah, I wanted a cafe racer. Due to COVID, there was a massive influx of people looking to get their MSF course done, and here in the state of Connecticut, as of a couple years ago, you could get your permit, but your permit was only good for, I don't know if it was 6 months or a year. And I did want to do the MSF course eventually anyway, even if I had gotten my permit first, and did, hi guys, did some of that. But I waited until I actually got my MSF done to go and get my license. I never got my permit. But I also figured out, I don't want to say pretty quickly, because I had the bike for about a year. Got some assistance from my neighbor, and by assistance I mean he basically did it. Cleaned out the carbs, rejetted them. I bought like some stock stuff, so it runs, it's stock. Anyway, going off on a tangent a bit, I basically came to the conclusion I'm not very technically, mechanically savvy, and I kind of wanted to potentially get to be, but I came to the conclusion that I didn't really want my learning experience on a bike to be a 40-plus-year-old machine that I didn't trust to get me back home. I also will say, once it got running again and I went out and I tooled around, it just doesn't have, I don't, like, it doesn't have any power, really. And I don't mean that like I want to go fast. I mean that like I felt more like a hindrance on a road that the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. It didn't, you know, it doesn't like that. Maybe I should do a video of that. That'd be kind of fun. Going for a cruise on my old Honda. Make it a for sale listing. So yeah, this here bike, the Continental GT, is not too crazy. I think it's a good beginner bike, or somebody who, you know, just wants to go cruise around and they're not looking for like breakneck speeds and capabilities. So that's that. I love the cafe racer. I like it, you know, this is a modern cafe racer. It's got vintage styling and all that, and I just dig it. So I probably put a lot more miles on it and do longer rides on it than it was intended for, ergonomically, I guess. I'd also wager, I mean, obviously I know I'm still pretty inexperienced. I've got, you know, at this point probably like 3,500 miles under my belt. That's it. But I think I did it in a relatively quick time, especially when you think that I'm not commuting on this or anything like that. But I tried to, I think I did the math out a few weeks ago or a week or two ago. I'm probably averaging like 30-something miles a day on it, which isn't too bad, you know, it's something. So nice little Kawasaki there. What on earth, lady? Going back over the bridge here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's, I do think, like, to an extent, my slight aviation background played into it a little bit. I just, like, I love the focus that this takes, you know, like, you zone in, you know, you do your thing, you say hi to other bikers. I try to treat it like I'm flying, in a sense, you know, like I pay attention. I look over my bike before I get going, you know, obviously safety is a big thing, and I love that you have to be on it. When you are on a bike, you are on it. It's like a wise person once said to me that when it comes to driving, you need to get to the point that You can do it without thinking about it. It's it's subconscious. Maneuvering the vehicle, like dealing with traffic, soaking everything in. Like, you should be able to have a conversation. You should be able to hold a conversation while driving a car. And I don't mean that like you should text and drive. That is a little too distracted. But what he meant, I think, was, driving shouldn't become or be something that is nerve-wracking to you. Ooh, another Royal Enfield. An Interceptor. Who'd have thought? Wow, that's cool. That's the first Royal Enfield that I've seen on the road that like wasn't at the dealership or near the dealership. And he didn't even wave to me. Break your heart. Yeah, I mean, like, I love, obviously I'm not like the most like techie guy. The Continental GT from the start, I think they make it very customizable, or you've got the potential to customize these things, which is neat. I've got some things I'd like to do. I'd like to do a little tail tidy. Oh, of course, that's what I get. Put in neutral and it's time to go. Someday, like, the overall lighting, front and rear lighting, I'd like to work on. I'm being patient with that just because I'm enjoying the bike right now. This guy, I think he just came out onto the road. Was he not happy with where he had parked before? Like, let's get a move on, sir. No? He was looking at me and such. My God, what are these people doing, man? Not finding neutral going up today, only down. Oh. Nice little ride today. Got some nice Model S there, I think. That is, yeah, that's not a Model 3. I like the Model S's. Yeah, the Model 3s are, whatever, more cost friendly. But, don't care. I don't need the plaid, I wonder if I should go in and get a donut. If they're still open, it's what, 4 o'clock? They might be closed. Oh, why do I feel like they close at 4? What is this over here? Suzuki? A Gixxer? He be jamming, that guy. I sees him. It's an absolutely beautiful day for a ride. Glad I'm not the only one. Big chonky. There he goes. Yeah, I kind of want to get a donut, but I'm pretty confident that this donut shop closes at 4. Yeah, there's absolutely nobody there, so it is unfortunate. It's alright. Gotta go pick up an old door later. We when we were out on our errands, we drove by and we saw a saw an old door from the 30s. Guy redoing or rebuilding his house or gutting his house, and he had it out on the side of the road. So we pulled over and asked him how much for it. So I'm gonna go out in the truck when I get back and check it out, pick it up. I mean, we paid for it already, it's ours, but you know. Yeah, so that is, I guess, the story of my bike. I like the involvement of it. I like the freedom. I like being out here in the elements as opposed to like driving. I mean, I'm not a car guy. I wouldn't even say I'm a motorcycle guy like that. You know, I don't necessarily oogle at every single. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like seeing nice cars. I point them out when I see them. But like, I don't know. Like I didn't grow up a car guy or dreaming of a bike, but it just seems like an awesome hobby. It is a great way for me to spend my time. It's physically and mentally stimulating. And I like vlogging. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. I dig it. I like sharing this with people. Oh, my neck's starting to feel it though. I only went like 40 miles, damn. I am a Formula One fan. I have gotten into motorsports more in recent years, and while I don't, I'm not getting my knee down or doing any of that stuff. I mean, I do enjoy going out and going through some twisties. It's fun. I like that you're using, not only all your limbs, but your fingers and stuff too. It's just, I don't know. I dig the mental stimulation, the physical views. And yeah, I don't know if I want to sell my old bike or if I want to try and like do something stupid with it. I don't think I could get, it's not worth that much, so it's almost like, what's really the point of, I don't know, maybe just like chop it up and use it as practice for whatever I want to do to this. I don't see myself ever getting rid of this bike, and maybe that changes because here I am also thinking about selling my car. Kind of unrelated to having a bike. I'm not thinking about like daily driving this out of necessity at all. Just thoughts, just thinking things, running things through my mind. I'll probably touch on it more in other videos, and maybe I'll title it so that I do touch on it again, like, why I ride. Why do you ride? It's a place to get away and clear your head. It's a place to, or it's a way to get away and think about things, mull things over, yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you've subscribed, I appreciate it. Appreciate the views, appreciate the love. All love here. Don't cut in front of me. You really gonna do that? With your kid in the passenger seat who barely looks tall enough to look out the window. Wild. All right. Yeah. Peace, fam. We'll see ya.